I'm not as big as Ted. Let me just get myself prepared here. Well, despite the comments from the peanut gallery over here who can't figure out how to get his AOL to work, I got my phone working. Bill asked me to give a little family remembrance before I read Zach's poem. And I'm going to play on a consistent theme for that you've heard from the other speakers. I grew up in a house that had 3 boys, and I was born into a family that was very proud of their children and their grandchildren, and my mom and dad did a good job of spoiling us far beyond what we deserved growing up. But we all 3 entered adulthood without having a lot of experience being around ladies other than our mothers, or our mother, I should say. We grew up in the Flint Citadel Corps of the Eastern Michigan Division of the Central Territory, and our lives were impacted by many fine women. But these were women of sturdy stock from northern England, or Scotland, southern Scotland. They were the wives of miners or machinists. They were solid but very humble folk. And when we welcomed our sister Alice into our family, we knew that she was a different kind of lady than we were used to. No offense to my dear wife of 53 years who is sitting here. Amen. Thank you, Tom. But Alice, I think owing to her having been raised in the South, was a real lady. And she was a gentlewoman as well as being a gentle woman. Because Bill and Alice were officers, we did not get to spend a lot of time with them. Their appointments, save for one in Detroit, when Bill was the divisional commander, were always a long ways away from where we lived. And but we did get to spend time at our family summer retreat near West Branch, Michigan, on Clear Lake. And it was there that I had the opportunity to observe Alice display her talent as a graphic artist. She was a very good painter. I don't know how many people know that, but she was very good. Parkinson's robbed her of that when she developed a tremor that was very hard to predict. But she always set a perfect table and just had this calm presence about her that was certainly different from my mom. But how should I say? She was a model of what Christian womanhood is all about. And one of my most endearing memories of Alice is up at the lake, watching her do her morning devotions, which she did without fail, in a glider rocker that we have at the cottage. And following her devotions, she would sit and watch out the front window and usually watch the early hours of the sun come up from the east. And in that time of quiet repose, it was not hard at all to envision that Jesus was sitting on the footstool of that rocker, and the two of them were having a good talk. And for that, I am very grateful. I'm going to read to you a poem that reflects another person's vision of Alis, but I think you'll see a lot of similarities. You have to bear in mind that this is written by a tough old Marine, Zachary, who couldn't be here despite his best efforts to get here, and just couldn't clear the work schedule at a new job that he's recently taken. But this is what he says about his grandma. I know that you are gone, but I can feel you watching over me. Your body may fade away, but your spirit will live on inside of me. Every golden memory will forever be on repeat in my marquee. It's like you never passed away, because you'll forever live on inside of me.